Thank you for clicking on my video. My name is Marty Williams. I'm a nurse practitioner at Northwest Pediatrics. I've been working in pediatrics for 15 years, providing care from infancy to 22, 23 years of age till our adolescents are through college. I went to Boise State for undergrad and studied nursing and went to work in Northern California as a critical care nurse, and from there went on to Sonoma State University in the Bay Area and studied to be a nurse practitioner and finished my training in Northern California. I then practiced for the first 2 years out of training at a pediatric clinic in Chico, California, before moving home to Idaho in 2009. I was in my training not interested in pediatrics, but having children, I've always loved kids, and I had an opportunity to work at an underserved clinic for children that didn't have typical insurance in Northern California, and I jumped at the opportunity and loved working with kids and their families. And I have some families here in this community that I've been taking care of for 13 years, and seeing these little babies grow up into teenagers has been quite an experience and an honor to be part of that journey. I grew up in Sandpoint for my formative years in elementary and junior high, and then my family moved to Montana, and then eventually migrated back to Idaho in my early 20s. And my wife is from Sun Valley, and so we consider ourselves locals. My proudest personal achievement is probably the work that my wife and I have been involved with in India. I have been part of an organization providing care to children that are disenfranchised, if you will, in India, and we have an organization that has about 15 orphanages spread out from the Himalaya in the north down to southern India, and I've been privileged to be part of that work and sit on the board of directors for this nonprofit, and it's a super gratifying part of our life, and very honored to be part of that. I had an experience this last week that I think sort of sums up the many proud moments, and I had this little 2-year-old who is severely autistic, and this child screams and fights and just moves around the room in almost a panic state every time I see her. And I just continued to talk to mom and address her throughout the visit and doing the best I could, but through a softer approach, by the maybe 3/4 of the way through the visit, this child was in my arms with her head on my shoulder, sitting quietly, and you could just feel the tension and stress just leaving her body as she just started to relax. And I was patting her back and able to talk to mom, and and as we talked about earlier, that's not a major medical diagnosis that I came up with and save someone's life on the spot, but to that family and to that child, it makes a huge difference, because we're going to be journeying with this family over the next 16, 18 years, and it's a breakthrough. One of the main reasons that we chose to make a decision to come over to Northwest Specialty was the more employee-centric approach that the administration has at this hospital system. And what we're hoping to do is essentially have a little bit more say in the day-to-day operations of how the clinic flows, appropriate time allowances for each respective family and patient based on their needs, and hopefully create a clinic that is feeling a little bit less rushed, and where our customers and patients really feel cared for in a way that's maybe unique as compared to the other options out there today.